Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. I had fun doing the live yesterday, so we're going to do another quickie today. We are going to tie some, I think we'll do a little zonker pattern, and then we're going to do something I haven't done before, which is a gammerus, which is a little shrimpy pattern. So we'll start with the zonker. I should have prepared my materials earlier. We got we'll do white. Think of a white bling strip. I'll just do the white. We'll do the white, and we'll do unweighted on a size 4. Just keep it simple. I need, this is for my own box. I need some patterns for an upcoming trip. We got our thread, and we'll do this one not a fancy way. We'll just do a standard way that I've tied some of my patterns before. And we'll keep it full. So the zonker strips, they're too heavy, too material heavy. So I tend to thin it out, and I think it swims better. I don't want it. I pull a lot out, especially toward the end. Yeah. So I pull there's the strip, and I pulled that much fur off the strip. I'll keep the fur. We'll use it to dub the body, but you don't need that much in there. So I'll lash it down. This is my tie-in point, and then I will fold the strip back. Then we'll do a dubbing. Some dubbing. I like color contrast, so like white on white, that works. That definitely works. But adding a little bit of color, so I'm going to do lime green ice dub with the white dubbing, mix it together. And a little contrast, mix, mix, mix. Denver Broncos play on Monday in Korea, Sunday in America. But I am a proud Denver native, not actually a Denver native, but grew up there and support the team. Cheer for the Broncos, cheer for the Nuggets. Split our thread, insert the material. With the lime green and the white could be a good combination. And then we'll spin it up. Spin it up. Pick out the excess. And then we need to, I did the loop a little far down, but we'll wrap the body. Wrap preen, wrap preen. And good. And we'll pick out the dubbing. Don't pick too deep or you'll hit the thread. That would be terrible. That's a good pick. Then we will find an appropriate amount and tie it down. Two securing wraps, and then trim off the zonker. Create a little, secure it down a little bit more, create a little head. I'm gonna give it a head. So this is just a bunch of dubbing. I'm gonna squish it onto the head. I'm gonna hold it in place and then just wrap my thread around it. What catches, catches, and we'll use it. If it doesn't catch, we won't use it. And that's how I'll build the head. Here we go, whip finish. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pick it out a little bit more. Pick it out a little bit more. Perfect. Yeah, there's too much material right here, so I'm going to pull. And bammo. That's a good pattern. I'll show you guys. A little zonker. That'll work. Next one, we're going to do our, as it's not a gamer, so I guess a little spey shrimp. We have a curved hook, hopper, thin, a little bit thin wire hook. And we're going to, first thing we're going to do is create a little kind of mouth section. So we'll need hackle fibers or hair. We'll do hackle fibers. Here is I think this is a blue dun hackle, but I want those longer fibers here. Oh, I should start my thread. What color? White. I think white is okay. We'll start our thread wrap. 3. And then we'll tie in our spacer. So I just pulled and pulled again, and I have a bunch of feather fibers in my hand. Really valuable fly tying skill is the transfer of material, being able to transfer your material from hand to hand. Everybody does it a little bit differently, but you should have a good system to transfer the material. Tying the spacer, and then we want some mono eyes. Get a little monofilament. And then our hackle pliers. We're gonna cut off some mono. I like to place it in the middle of about 50-50 in the hackle pliers, and then get the lighter. And then I'm gonna just burn the heck out of the one end, let it burn, and blow it. And then get the other end, let it burn, If you hold it down, the burned mono will kind of drip down, and we want the eyes to kind of poke out, and it's the burned color, and then you have to let it dry until it hardens. That's good. And then we will pinch it. Pinch it so it gets an angle. Maybe I'll use pliers. Pinch it. Flatten it a bit. And we'll tie that in, and these will be our shrimpy eyes. The shrimpy eyes are purely aesthetic, I believe. I don't think it adds to the fish catching value. You could do a little nail polish or a little permanent marker on the eyes if you wanted them more prominent, but we're going to skip that. And I want the eyes poking out on the side a little bit more, so I'm going to manipulate them a bit, kind of bend out the mono. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now the body. The body, we'll do pink flashabou. We'll wrap pink flashabou and just cut out 2 strands, maybe 3. I got 3. We will tie them in. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Good. And then we want to hackle. We want that same light hackle. So we got our neck. Long, should be long, but not too long. I think that'll work. So we got our hackle here. And I'm going to tie this spey style. And for my spey style flies, I don't want it too heavily hackled, so I'm going to strip one side, bit of a waste, but I can't find a use for these other fibers, so we strip the side of the hackle. Good. Then we'll give it a haircut and a tie-in point, and we'll tie it in first. All right. Hackles in. Advance our thread to the eye of the hook. We'll wrap our flashabou and finished. One securing wrap. Give it a trim. Wrap. And now we'll palmer our hackle. So we'll wrap, and then we'll preen and hold. Wrap again, preen and hold. Wrap again, preen and hold. You could coat some UV on the body if you wanted to as well, but we're not going to do that. Preen and hold. Preen and hold. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and tie it off. Okay. That's it. That's it. We're finished. Simple spey style shrimp pattern. And done. Some people, if they want to get more technical, will put some kind of shell back on it. I've seen plastic bags or even foam if you want a floating shrimp. But I want these fibers pointing back a little bit more. So I'm going to just press them down a bit. But yeah, that's good. And then we will work those eyes a little bit more too. Get them out to the side there. But that is a little spey style shrimpy pattern. So it'll work in the water. Unweighted, floating line, windy, choppy, just cast it out and let it sit in the current. And then maybe a fish will bite it. Not a lot of action for a fly like this. All right, so we had our zonker, lime green and white, and our spey style shrimp. Thank you for watching, and I hope to be back soon. Au revoir.